Hi, I'm Jackie, and I'm on a mission to complete my degree, build my career, build my relationships with my family, and do it all at the age of 40. So I'm here in my car about to walk into work because I work full time. I have a full time job. I'm going to school full time, taking anywhere from 15 to 18 credits a semester. And I have two children at home and a husband. So it's a lot. And I'm hoping that as I move forward, I'll have more time to edit things and learn how all this works. But for right now, I'm just trying to document the craziness that's being a working mother who's also a student. So I'll tell you a little bit about my background. So as I mentioned, I am 40 years old. I went to school the first time around like other kids my age. We went to the four-year university, and my senior year, my dad lost his job and I had to come home and not finish my bachelor's degree. But honestly, it was a good thing because I wasn't doing so well anyway. I had boy problems and was more focused on having a boyfriend and trying to figure out where my life was going to go and who my life partner was going to be than I was focused on a career possibility or finishing a degree in really anything. By that point, I had changed my major. I thought I was going to go and be a lawyer. Then I realized that, law and family and the person that I wanted to marry wasn't going to work. So I tried to scramble real quick and switch to a family-friendly major. And I thought, okay, well, I'll go into education. But honestly, that was like totally revamping and starting over again and adding more years on. So switching the major wasn't really happening. I had lost my momentum. I had lost my drive because honestly, I didn't necessarily want to be a teacher. I just wanted to have a degree that was going to work with the guy that I was trying to make work in my life, if that makes sense. So yeah, my dad lost his job and he had been the one paying the bills. I should say my parents were the ones paying the bills, and they said, you got to come home. We can't afford to send you back. Once the semester's over, you're done. As you do when you're in your 20s, I ended up meeting my husband, and he already had his master's degree. He was already working. He was 10 years older than me and was at a different point in life. So while my mission was to get back to school and finish a degree, his mission was to find his wife and start a family and buy a home and really move on to that next chapter in your 30s. So I jumped up to meet him where he was at. So I was working, retail jobs, just, that kind of garbage. And I wasn't really happy with it. And we talked about having kids and starting a family. So I did. Looking back on it, I would never advise my girls, I have two girls, would never advise them to have children before school. I'm sure it can be done, but it really put my life on a different trajectory. And instead of having a career and becoming like a businesswoman or a nurse or a teacher or anything like that, I had to settle for office work. Because unfortunately, when my husband had a master's degree, he did not have enough to support us on his own. So I still had to work. So I had to find whatever would work around his schedule, whatever would work around our children's schedules. So it was a lot of part-time office work, which I rose through the ranks and I made work for me. So I started out, customer service and receptionist, and managed to promote my way up into management, which is where I am now. It took 10 years to get here, but I have what I would call a good job. And while I didn't have my degree, I felt pretty excited that I was a manager. I had people underneath of me. I was doing HR duties. Like, this is, pretty exciting for a girl who didn't finish her degree and was always kind of pulled in to answer the phones. But unfortunately, I have learned without my degree, I will forever be either front lines on phones or the next line up, that when somebody quits or calls off, that you're the one pulled in to do the receptionist duties. And that's kind of all the farther I was going to go. I looked around, and I've always in the back of my mind wanted to finish, but thought, oh, it's so expensive. Like, how can I justify this? I don't know what I want to go back for. What can I finish it with? And so I reached out to Slippery Rock University here in Pennsylvania, had a program. It was an online degree completion program. And that sounded perfect because I didn't have to go in and see anybody. I could do it all from home. And it was the first time I saw one of those programs. Again, I haven't looked too much. I've been focused on kids and life and work. And so, every once in a while I would go back and kind of pick at the scab, let's see what's out there. And so I was looking, and this was the first time I saw one that wasn't like, University of Phoenix or one of those for-profit schools or online only schools where you're kind of like, I don't know if I want to do that. Is that reputable? That sort of thing. Slippery Rock University is a 100% legit university here in Pennsylvania with a campus that I actually was planning on going to when my husband and I first got married and moved to PA. So I looked at that and thought, absolutely, I'll take a degree, even if it's an online degree from Slippery Rock. So I only needed 1 year. So I did it. I didn't think I would do it like this. I really expected that I would start up and take like 1, maybe 2 classes a term, that it would be very difficult, that I would be studying my ass off, that it would just be nonstop pressure and work. And how am I going to do this? And I'm never going to see my kids. And this is terrible. It has not been that way at all. So for me, I made this happen when COVID hit. So we had the closures, and I was luckily working from home, and the university all went online and shut down as well. So it worked out in my favor because I didn't have to choose from just the small course offerings that they had for the online only students. The entire Slippery Rock course catalog became online. So I was able to quickly grab what I need, not wait for some sort of timeline of when it was released from the college, but jump in and just grab what I needed. So I did. I dove in. I started summer of 2020, and it was scary. I figured I was stupid. I had never taken a summer semester in my life. I didn't do that my first time around. So I looked at the course catalog, and I thought, well, I used to do 18 credits when I was, in school the first time. So it's summer, so I'll do 9. Thinking like 9 was part-time. No, 9 for a summer semester, a condensed shortened semester, is like full-time plus. And I didn't realize that. And I just signed up for these 3 courses and was like, all right, well, I'll get these done. I'll do 9. I'm doing part-time. Oh Lord, it was rough, but thank God that it was COVID and everything was shut down. I didn't have to commute to work. I didn't have to do any of that stuff, but it was very intense to do 3 summer courses while working, while being at home, while trying to manage everybody's, mental health issues and physical issues during a quarantine. Like, it was insane and intense, but I did it, and I had all A's. And again, I'm like, it's because I'm 40. I know what I want, and I know how to manage time. I know how to get it done. So it worked successfully for me. I was shocked. I honestly thought, I'm going to have to get a couple of weeks in here, and I'm going to have to drop. Like, I'm not going to be able to do this. Guess what? I could, and I did. And I did it successfully. So I finished summer, all A's, went to enroll in the fall, and thought, I did full-time plus this summer with those really harder condensed courses. Why don't I just do 15 credits? And I did. I did my 15 credits. I did my internship. Again, got it done. All A's. And I joke, I say I'm 40. I'm twice the age of everybody else at the school. So it'd be pretty sad if I wasn't, being successful with it. I'm twice your age. I should know how to do this by now. All A's. Fall's done. Here we are in spring, and I'm going to graduate. Totally blown away. Never thought that I would do this within 1 year. Be done with school, be done with an online degree completion program. I'm so ecstatic. to finally, at the age of 40, have a Bachelor of Science. Yay! It's just the best. I feel like a bachelor's degree, a degree in nonprofit management, the HR experience that I have, and the 10 years of management experience that I have should add up to a degree and a position at a company that's going to pay me at least $50,000 a year. So that's my goal, and that's where I want to go. So I'm starting this channel really just to try to, I guess, communicate with others who are similar age as me or similar goals, similar dreams. I really want to level up, and just because I'm 40, not give up. And just because I'm 40, don't think that I have to constantly play catch up. So I'm striving for something better, but I'm not obsessive about it. I'm not going to make ridiculous, unattainable goals. I'm going to make smart goals. You hear that a lot in this industry, smart goals. But I'm going to do this correctly. I'm going to do it right. And I wanted to start this channel to reach out and try to connect with others, and to hopefully motivate anybody else who's also thinking about, oh, I don't know if I can go back and finish my degree. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Even if you're 40, even if you have to work full time, there are programs out there, legitimate programs that you can do to finish your degree, and you'll be surprised. So I'll talk more about that later, but just wanted to give you a little introduction to my channel. And thanks for watching. Hopefully you'll subscribe. Hopefully we'll join in this adventure together. All right. Thanks for watching, and let's make tomorrow better than today. Bye-bye.